Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the Metro Manila Arena. We're here in the Philippines for a much-anticipated main event. 12 rounds among heavyweights between these two great warriors.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Razor. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, Big Grant.
All right, gentlemen, protect yourself at all times. Let's touch them up.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one. Teddy, the expectation in a matchup like this, a power puncher versus power puncher, is that the fight's not going to last long. But what if it does? Then what?
The guy with less power is going to win because he's a guy that has a reserve in a place that he's ready to go to in case the power's not there.
Well-placed counter punch by Grant. Just knifing up with that uppercut by Grant. A stinging counter punch after some fine defense by Grant. Good block there by Grant. Good scoring counter punch by Grant. Hard to believe that they can keep up this pace, but who cares? It's so entertaining while it lasts. Halfway through round number one. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. Let me break this fight down for you. And is it this simple? One's got power, the other one has no chance.
Yeah, Volkswagen being entered into the Indianapolis 500.
And he returns on that exchange. Three consecutive punches by Grant. The twists and turns and the non-stop battle. It continues on as we've reached the 1 minute mark to go. Well-placed, well-timed combo up top. Gets rid of that effort. Last 10 seconds of this first round. Grant's proving to be elusive. And a sharp counter punch by Grant.
Relax, you're doing great.
Here we go. Round two is underway. Good, solid double jab by Grant. Grant's fully committed to utilizing the jab, and I think it's working out well for him early on.
Well, it is. It's kind of like, you know, sending static out there. You want to scramble somebody's radio signal. You know, that's what the jab does. It scrambles your radio signal, or at least in boxing terms, it throws the other guy's rhythm off.
Well-placed counter punch by Grant. Targets a counter overhand right. Nice block by Razor. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. It's been a recent trend, Teddy, where we've seen in the heavyweight division a lot of Eastern Europeans dominating. Why do you think that is?
Same thing in basketball. I don't think they're the better athletes, but you know what? There's an urgency. There's a real hunger. This is their opportunity. The fighters over here, and the basketball players for that part, they have too many options here. Over there, they make the most of it, and fundamentally, they're very sound.
His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him.
Keep moving. Move. Keep moving around the ring.
Carries that punch away. What an excellent two-punch combo by Grant. Grant's doing a good job of putting his punches together. His opponent's got to be wondering, how do I stop this?
Well, right now, you made a good point there, because right now his opponent is wondering too much. You know, he's just busy blocking the punches, wondering about the combinations. He's not getting off.
Grant's nose is cut, and you can see that it's worsening as this round goes on. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Get the compress on that.
And round number 3 is underway. Good defensive skill with the block by Razor. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Very clean offense from defense by Grant. Grant's doing a beautiful job here early on of counterpunching.
Yeah, it's going to pay off for him later on. You know, we talk about body work paying off for you down the road, like investing, putting money in the bank. Well, counterpunching pays off too, because your opponent becomes a little tentative, and then down the stretch, he's not busy enough.
Well-placed counterpunch by Razor. Well off the mark by Grant. Nice block by Grant. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. And a sharp counterpunch by Grant. You know, I wonder if he's taking his man lightly, because he is up on the scorecards, but you can see that he is being pressured and pushed.
You know, he's in there with a real solid guy. I don't think he's taking him lightly. It's just that he's in there in the kind of waters he's never been before. Deep waters. And he's swimming harder than he's ever had to swim before.
Neither man slowing down as we have 60 seconds to go in this round. punch by Grant. Grant's putting together punch stats tonight that fall right in line with what his strategy is. Outside fighter, throwing lots of jabs, landing lots of jabs.
Well, what it is the jab is the table setter. And the jab tonight has set up the table where he's been able to eat whenever he's wanted.
Good work now, backing up what he did. End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Nice block by Grant. Solid counter punch by Razor. There's some blood, but it's underneath the eye. It's on the cheek, so it's not going to impair his vision. And a smart counterpunch by Grant. What a chin. Can you believe the shots this guy's absorbing?
And more importantly, can his opponent believe it? You know what? You want to hit a guy, so you figure that that's a good thing, that's an encouraging thing. This is a case where his opponent might get discouraged just by seeing his guy take those kind of shots.
Nice strike after catching one by Grant. Accurate counter punch by Razor. Not what he was looking for. That's a miss right there by Grant. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Fourth round now with his last 10 seconds. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Side to side. Lean to the side, then boom. Counter punch. Nice. Good control, all right?
Round number 5 has arrived. Blocks away that headshot. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Pulls the trigger fast. I don't know how they are keeping this up. They are setting such a scorching pace of action in this fight. Well-placed counterpunch by Grant. Razor. Excellent counterpunch by Grant. Perfect example of what you get when warriors decide to act like warriors. These two have acted that way all night long.
They've acted that way, and they behaved that way, and they have been that way all their lives.
Good-looking counterpunch. Grant's doing really well on the outside, utilizing his jabs. Halfway through this round. Good exchange. He fires back. Able to counter that attack. Grant's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. He's just not concentrating on the body as a target here, Teddy.
No, and you know, you wouldn't mind if he didn't have to. In other words, it all depends on the scenario. This scenario says that he should be going to the body, and he should recognize that. And that's part of the talent of a fighter, recognition, that you have to recognize where the opportunities are.
Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Grant. Good block there by Razor. Final 10 seconds of this fifth round. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
Caught up. You're getting caught up in fighting his way. You're fighting his fight. Focus for me.
Teddy, what do you think here as we start this round? I mean, you watch what he did in that last round, and you got to think that he can get himself back into this fight.
Well, that's how he's got to be thinking, and that's kind of what he's made up of. He's not a front runner. You know, he's not a fast starter anyway. He's the kind of guy that his real strength is to be able to wear you down. It's to have a great resolve and to be able to chip away. He's chipping.
Teddy, is this becoming a mental thing with him? I mean, he's not firing off the big power punches. I got to wonder why.
You know, that's a good question. Sometimes a guy is making a silent agreement in his mind that maybe if I don't hit him hard, he won't hit me hard back. He's not confident enough now to throw the punches without worrying about what will come back at him.
A little defense turns to offense by Grant. Razor's training regimen probably didn't include much work defensively because he has been a sitting target all night long.
It's just not moving his head. And you know the problem when you try to block and you don't move your head, your opponent can put punches together and keep you defensive, you're handcuffed. But when you move your head, you create an opening. So your opponent throws a punch, he misses, he doesn't put them together. He's worried about something coming back. Right now, the opponent's not worried about anything coming back.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Halfway through round 6. Grant's cheek is cut. You can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on. Back up top he goes. Grant's got a real acquired skill here, and that is the ability to pick your shots and land them.
So you hear the saying when people say, do you know what time it is? You have to know what time it is. He knows what time it is. He knows when to throw a certain punch.
A minute to go in what has been a memorable round. Great stuff from these two.
Keep your hands.
A headshot blocked. Grant's doing well, sticking to a game plan on the outside. Grant's making for a very, very difficult night for his opponent. His opponent knew this was coming. He knew he was going to fight on the outside, but the jab is really doing damage.
Well, his opponent knew this was coming. Why is he not blocking that jab or moving his head and getting away from it?
In the books, 6 to go. Able to get rid of that one. Right back with some offense of his own. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. And there he counters back against his opponent. Blocked that away. It was targeted for his head. Good way to protect the midsection. Good work. 2 clean shots get in by Grant. Grant's well-conditioned to the realities of this harsh business of boxing. But even though we know what we've seen out of some ringside scorecards through the years, I'd be shocked if everybody doesn't have him ahead in this fight right now.
Yeah, but never be shocked in this business because you never know with these blind judges sometimes. I hate to say it that bluntly, but time and time again, you just get shocked when you hear the score at the end of the night.
Good-looking right hand after he got hit. It's been 2 minutes of non-stop action. Now the final minute has arrived. Blocks away that headshot. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counterpunch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Oh, and they decide to trade there. Well-placed counter-punch by Razor. And as this round comes to an end, Teddy, you just get the sense that at any point this fight could come to an end because it is being fought with bad intentions.
Yes, these guys are not behaving like guys that are coming here thinking about going to the scorecards. They're letting everything go in every punch.
Here we are at the start of another round. A round that could simply add on to a new direction and a new course that this fight has taken. I really liked what he was able to do in that last round. Now, he's behind on the scorecards, but you get the sense that the momentum is starting to roll his way.
Well, you get the sense that it's starting to become his kind of fight now.
Grant's doing a nice job being comfortable on the outside. Wow, great action right from the start. Hey, I don't know that they can keep up this pace, but if they do, what a night we got ahead of us.
Yeah, we're getting tired just watching this early part.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Grant. He returns the favor with an uppercut. Very clean offense from defense by Grant. Grant's able to avoid that punch. Razor's opponent is getting a little bit of a pass here because he's having his work done for him. He's tiring himself out just by throwing so many punches.
Yes, he is, and they're not clean, effective punches. He's wasting a lot. He's not an efficient guy right now.
Solid counter punch by Grant. Big uppercut comes home, and he's down.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Grant's actually making a smart move here. He knows he needs some space, so he's pushing his man away. Good exchange. He fires back. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. And the round comes to an end. We did have a knockdown in that round. Now, Teddy, if you're in the corner where your man was down on the floor, what are you telling him?
Well, the first thing that I do is I sit him down, I get water on the back of his neck. You know, I bring him to a sense, I make sure that he's clear and everything, and then I tell him why he got his backside put on that canvas so he can correct it, and he doesn't go out there and get caught again with the same punch.
Wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. Grant's leaving himself wide open there. You just can't do that.
Well, you can do it, but you're going to get paid. You're going to eat some leather. You're going to get punched in the mouth. That's going to happen.
Up with that uppercut by Grant. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, he gets caught.
Teddy, it's one of my favorite times of one of our fight broadcasts. When we make the declaration, he has to have a knockout to win.
And how's he going to do it? Well, I think he's got to be a photographer. He's got to be a guy that goes in the dark room, really, Joe, and start looking at the negatives. During the night, a lot of pictures have been taken. He's got to go now and look back at those pictures and remember something, that he saw something. He saw a moment. He saw a spot where the guy dropped his hand. He pulled back, and he's got to go, and he's got to act on that moment.
His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. And Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear-cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Threw the straight right hand, but didn't score with it. That's a good block by Razor. Razor's not putting forth much offense at all. Now, listen, I get it. You put forth some offense, you got hurt, you were stunned in this fight, so now you're strictly thinking defense. But at some... Holy cow! Razor's been stunned!
All right, punch it out.
Targeted counter punch by Razor. He is hurt and damaged, but oh! Razor's almost out of it there. He was stunned.
Come on, guys, punch it out. Punch it out, no holding.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Razor's stunned, and he is hurt. He's a weeble wobble in the ring right now, just wobbling away. Parries that punch intended for the head. Solid counter punch by Grant.
Come on, work it out.
There it is. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck and he goes down for a second time. Does he have enough this time to rise up and continue on?
One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
End of this. That's it. It's over. The fight is over. Grant's gonna be partying tonight. A knockout victory. It doesn't get better than that.
Your winner, Big Grant.
Grant's your winner by knockout, Teddy.
Well, we came in wondering whether or not his opponent had a good chin. We found out.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. Enjoy the rest of your evening.